Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Right then. Okay. Just going to allow all the viewers to make sure you've refreshed your screens and you've got me on your screen, because that's right. We are on the third game of today, and if you're watching this back on the YouTube upload or wherever, the third game of the day is currently 11 minutes 36 in. What we've seen so far is a concerted effort from J4Jet to, quite frankly, outperform Von Ivan. So without much ado, or further ado, let's get it on and let's see how this match progresses and what happens further. If we've got these first grenadiers of the Sturmgewehr pushing away this conscript, it's going to have to retreat back to base up in the north. This Lux is under heavy duress, 9 kills, but the Dushka, he's worried about the Zisgun, and it is here. He was going to be able to get the Zisgun into position and counter that Lux, so that's what he's worried about, is J4Jet. And that's one of those great things you see about these top-level players, is they are able to use foresight that could be mistaken for map hacks, quite frankly, and it often does. If you see top-level players play and you're not used to it, you see them do things that you're not used to doing yourself, and you're like, how did he move that before it appeared? And it's basically just foresight. These guys have thousands of hours of time invested into this series, and they are expert-level players, and that's why it's so wonderful to watch them play. Luke's harassing this vital Vet 2 combat engineer, pushing it away. We've also got Sturmgewehr, Volksgrenadiers on the retreat path. Ura's into position to possibly body block and keep them alive, but they are dead in a ball of flames and fury as they die. Zisgun trying to push away there. Elsewhere, we've got a Jushka. I was almost going to say flank, but it almost seems like they're just nullifying this Volksgrenadier, keeping it at bay. Lux has found the rear-facing side of the Zisgun. We've had a good movement in from the conscripts to put in the AT grenade there. It's not a Molotov, it's an incendiary grenade. It goes in and it decrews the Zisgun. This might allow this heroic Panzer II to be an island of resistance on the north side of Caen. But no, here come the Sturmgewehrs and the G43 to solidify this assault from the OKW. It's a good conflict. It's happening in spades for J4Jet for now. One thing after another is going against Von Ivan. We're having a constant just cavalcade of successes on the field, and it's about to be point on the exclamation mark there, as this Jaeger squad will surely get the wipe. Surely get the wipe. G43's firing through the windows. Will they finish it off? No, they will not. Elsewhere, we've got resistance from this conscript squad. And for the third time today, could we have a leadership revoke? A changing of the guard at the top of the kingdom of Company of Heroes. What's this, though? Stampeding into the battle, we have the Flakpanzer Ostwind. 45 of these babies ever built in military history, but in Company of Heroes we've had millions of them. And they have wreaked havoc for the past 11 years of combat in this game series. That thump, thump, thump. It's a drum of destruction, and it spells the end for Von Ivan. He has rebuilt his Zisgun. He's had to. If he can get the shot in, maybe he can get the anti-tank grenades in now. They'll follow up. Now we need to get the Zisgun in position, but if he does so, he's up against the Vet 2 Lux, and of course the Ostwind itself. He's going to get it into position. He now just needs to turn it 90 degrees, get the angle. Will he be able to get the shots in? One shot goes in. He kills the Stern Pioneer with the area effect. Here we go. The Panzer II's going to try and get the shots in, and out of control goes the Ostwind. He's now going to turn around and get that shield facing. Panzer II has not been able to decrew any of the members of that illustrious, heroic defender of the Soviet Union. Out of the arc of fire, Panzer II is going to retreat. Von Ivan has a lifeline, but he needs a lifeline because right now he is up against it as this map is turned into a sea of red. Just catch my breath for a moment as we've got this Dushka with another Dushka. We got a Dushka battle group seemingly. Elsewhere in the centre, it looks like the conscript was trying in vain to capture this victory point. But as ever with this commander scavenge doctrine, you're just left open to really punish your opponent and constantly keep those Osvins on the battlefield. We've got Maximus Capacitus in chat calling for a comeback. Are we going to see one though? It is leaves a lot of work to do for Von Ivan in this battle of the heavyweights Americans. Oh, the 105mm howitzer barrage fall from the sky. As we see a retreated and relinquished Von Ivan force confined to his base sector. He's got 110 victory points left. In real time, that's just under 2 minutes of combat left, unless he can capture one of these vital victory points. People are asking what happened to Danny. Well, he, unfortunately, due to these guys playing in the fall balance patch, not the December balance preview, Dan didn't have that one, and unfortunately, as a result, he had sync errors trying to watch the replays. We see a huge... What's happening with physics? Einstein was wrong. That is half a ton of concrete and twisted metal, and we just saw it act like a ping pong ball. And I am going to launch a campaign to keep Caen in the game. I think it's a great map. Just needed a few cut-off changes. Nice squad wipe by Von Ivan. He's got 3 conscripts throwing their bodies on the line with Zis backup and an Su-76. Could this be the comeback he needs? This could be it. He's got the Zis facing south momentarily. He's got the Su-76 in the centre. Here comes artillery, though. He's now going to have to reposition his troops. He's keeping 1 conscript in the circle. That is dangerous play. Will he be punished? You know what? He might not be. He's now repositioning the conscript. He's heroically kept those Strafniki almost in the centre. Zany Zap in comments saying there is a reworked version of Caen in the workshop, and I completely agree. I think a lot of great work was done by the mappers and by Stern Panther in particular, but I would hesitate to say I do believe Caen should be kept in rotation. It's one of the few casualties. There have been some terrible maps taken out, thank God, but Caen's a good one. I like Caen. I've seen some great games on it. Well, in this case, you would say the cut-offs are a bit brutal. Lux has 22 kills and it's adding to its tally. This Zisgun has given up. It's not even going to face the right way because also the Osvins are taking out the Su-76. Frontal armor penetration there. Zis, crew Grun member rather, has been savagely executed.
The enemy is down to
25 victory points remaining, 22 and dropping. As soon as this gets to capture state, we are going to be in a fatalistic state for Von Ivan. He's got a T-70 here. It's now got a rude awakening as its rear arm is facing this Ostwind. Rear armor continues to face. He's heroically trying to traverse that Ostwind, but he's been dropped and kicked out of the game. And there you go. There you go. We've got a true victory. Skype stolen my webcam. There's no point doing that. But I'm going to rehost Dan now and take you straight back to his stream because I am just the standby stream for today when the players seem to play on the wrong mod. There we go. Let me host you, Dan.
No, it's alright. I can just unhost and then... Well, I'll do that as well. Thank you for doing that, E. Yeah, okay. I think we're back. So So yeah, I think that's probably just caused by. I mean, full balance preview that would never have updated for me. So whatever version they're using, God knows.
Is it not? It's not uncommon for you to possibly not have had that particular preview. It did come and go within a month or two, I believe. It started in August, and they canned it rather in October. So
It'd be like, guys, please. December would be the winter balance preview, not the fall balance preview.
I think.
Come on, guys.
I think they had a winter one before, a December one before, or something. They had a winter one before, that was it. And then it didn't get released till May, I believe, or something like that.
The March deployment. The suddenly March deployment. Okay. Have you got time for one more to cast with me, or?
Not really. Got to be off now. It's my uncle's 50th birthday meal, so have to bid you adieu.
That's right. Well, I may take the last one on my own, which is
You
fine.
do need to pull your weight, mate. You've been letting me cast on my own today a little bit, unfortunately. No choice of your own, but yeah, I'm all up for that, Dan. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm sure whatever we can scrap together, I'll try and upload to YouTube if allowed, and we'll be able to watch some of the highlights there. I will just mention again, although Dan's still working on how this particular tournament will be funded, he's used some excellent donations from some of Dan's favourite backers to fund the first lots of prize pools as we iron out the kinks and get this tournament on the roll. It is going to be a weekly affair, and we will become a more efficient engine with no bugs and crap going on every week. But if you look at the below my name, I've got a Patreon account that I'm going to be using to set up some very interesting tournaments coming in Q1 2018. So they're going to be interesting. Go and check that out. But I've been AE. Thank you for having me, and see you next week.
Bye, AE. Sad to see you go. I'll pick up your side for you.
I'm sure you will. Bye-bye.